Hey guys, how's it going? Ravenspur here. First Let's Play I'm ever doing. I'm trying to start up a nice gaming channel on YouTube. I figured I'd start with Civilization Beyond Earth. So let's jump into that. Just came out a couple days ago. Um, let's see what we're gonna do here. I did do one playthrough of this already, um, and it's a really neat game. It's plays a lot like the original Civilization. Um, like Civilization 5, but they threw in these neat little things. They're like quests almost, um, and it adds this. It adds a nice element to the game. It doesn't make for me playing Civilization. I was always kind of bored because, as you know, if you've played a Civilization game, making anything in the game would take a million turns. Making a temple would take 15 turns for a new city. So having these little quests and objectives you can do in between is a really nice add-in that makes it a little bit less boring. Alright, so let me see. Um, let's do the ARC. The ARC is the American Confederation, if I remember correctly. Um, this I'm the problem I had when I first played the game, my first playthrough is health. I had negative 16 health at one point, so I'm learning from that. I seem to always have low energy and health, so I'm gonna go with the aristocrats because that'll give me a little bump in that. Um, and the next one I think I'm gonna do is a retrograde thrusters because I did tectonic scanner last time, and being able to see petroleum, geothermal, and titanium on the map wasn't that useful since the technology to actually be able to see them and build the necessary improvements to use them were some of the first technologies you get. So really, tectonic scanner wasn't that useful for me. So retrograde thrusters having a bigger area to choose from to start the game out should be good. And then the begin with a worker unit was really useful because it let you get improvements really fast. And then this is the other thing I really like about this game. Whereas Civilization 5 and the civilizations before, you would just pick a random map and it would pretty much just be a Pangea or a small island map or something. This map gives you a lot of different worlds you can choose from. And if you go to advanced worlds, you have all of these different worlds. So like a world racked by this is the map I actually played on last time. The 82 Eridini E. It was really fun because there were a lot of canyons everywhere, so it made moving around the map actually quite difficult. So the one I'm actually going to do this time is I am going to do a Tangan. Because being on a cold world and having a lot of water sounds really cool. Because last map, like I said, I was on the 82 one, and there was no room for any sort of sea units. So let's jump into the game. I will start from scratch on this new planet, but I have done so successfully before. When I was just a girl, I helped my father run his businesses. Economics has never baffled me, as it has so many others. Such principles just make sense to me. I will lead my colony to great riches, and ARC will profit once I have my share. That's another neat thing I've noticed. My last game, I had a different quote. So it seems that depending on um, what faction you pick and what your beginning colonists are, like engineers, artists, or whatever, you actually get different quotes, which is really neat add into the game as well. Alright, so let's see where we're going to start. Thank you, I don't need your help. So being near a river is good. So I'm going to I'm gonna pick this one, right? I'm gonna start there. A little bit of lag there. Is it loaded in everything? That's the other thing I love. I love how you land in the game, like on a ship. Like that's really cool to me. So production. I'm gonna go with an older Earth relic first. That's what I usually do in most of my games. I always, in every civilization game I've ever played, I've always started with a culture bonus. So as you can see, up here, Feraxite, Xenomass, and Floatstone are the three starting resources. Then you got your culture. The health system is the new happiness. Instead of happiness now, it's just how healthy your people are. And just like with happiness, if you're negative in health, you get a lot of debuffs. But if you're positive, you get uh, buffs. Like, as you can see, 20% speed towards outpost growth. And I can tell you, last game, I could not. That's the only one I saw. I never had much more than 6 health. And then the energy. Energy is the new gold. I mean, energy would be pretty valuable in space, I would imagine. So they switched everything over. They make everything a lot more futuristic. So let me choose a research. And this is the thing that baffled me the most when I started playing the tech web. It's not going from the wheel to like fire anymore, the wheel to the car and gunpowder and stuff like that. Now you have the freedom to completely branch out any way you want in this game with just any technology. If I wanted to, I could research the rest of habitation so I could expand quicker because you get colonists and the work barge, or I could just jump right to physics or engineering or chemistry or any of these things. Any of these webs I could jump to, and then they just keep branching out to all of these, and it just is amazing how much technology they put into the game. And I always enjoy reading like what the little uh, like summary of the technology is, because I think it's really neat how someone can come up with that. Like, you know, like if you go all the way over here, you got like a lev plant. Like when you research that, you get this little synopsis or summary of what it is, and it's really neat to think that somebody just came up with the technology. So I'm gonna go for pioneering first because I'm kind of an expansionist. I do enjoy expanding fairly quickly. So I'm going to do pioneering first, get that out of the way, and then planetary surveys so we can work on some of the sea tiles that are over here that we got. See, we got algae and stuff. And this is, all the sea tiles, the workable sea tiles are going to be completely new to me, as much as they may be to you. Because like I said, last map I was on, there was not much water at all. So you got the worker. I always automate the workers because I just let them do their own thing. Unless they don't do really what I want them to do. Last game I had no Feraxite getting produced at all because my workers, 5 of them, just were not making any Feraxite mines. And I thought I didn't have the technology research, and I did. They just were not getting it. So yeah, so these are all the new victory options. So whereas before with civilization, you would just have supremacy, which is still here, domination. You'd have the space race, and then you'd have diplomatic by getting the United Nations. I believe that was the only 3. Whereas now you have the Promised Land, you have Transcendence. Transcendence is you find some mind flower and everybody ascends to become part of the planet. Contact is getting back in contact with Earth and I think taking it over. Or no. Contact is discovering an older civilization that lived on the planet before that you can come into contact with. I'm not sure what else you have to do. I never really got that far in this one. And then Emancipation is actually the one where you go back to Old Earth, and I think you actually have to decide whether you're conquering Old Earth or whether you want them to come and live with you peacefully. That may be the Promised Land. And this is what I was talking about earlier, the quests. We don't have any now, so I'll go over more with that when we actually get some. But yeah, just end my turn, I guess. That was a quick end turn. That is the nice thing. When there's no AIs in the vicinity, your turns do pass by really quick. I'm gonna just keep moving him. I'm gonna try to over-explore in this area. It's amazing how much bigger this mini-map gets. Quick end turn again. Alright, here we go. Yeah, there you go. So you get to always see now where this is the one thing I did actually like about this one too. You can see where all of your enemy, well, maybe not your enemies, but all of the other people's capitals land. So you can actually get even a better idea of how big the map is just from seeing them land. Like, you'll notice this map expand as more and more of them land down, because I think one lands down almost every turn. Oh, there we go, we got some aliens. Alien wolf beetles. They had a nice little, they're pretty much just barbarians. They're just they're just aliens. They do the same thing as barbarians do. But the thing that you can do with them that you can't do with barbarians in Civ 5 is you can actually use them. Like, you could get alien units if you go down the harmony path, because as you can see up here, there's supremacy, there's harmony, or there's purity, and then there's harmony, and all of those will make your people different and give you a different victory option as well. Alright, I don't really want to stop him in that miasma, because miasma does 10 damage every turn that your unit ends in it. If you just go through it, you're okay, but if you stop in it, you actually take damage. So here's a quest. There you go. So, for our colony to prosper, we should consider expanding. We should focus our efforts on researching how to create new outposts for the colony. Research pioneering. I'm already doing that. So that's what I like about this, is that even when you're not doing anything, you kind of have a goal outside of what you yourself have set, because you can get these quests, and they add a nice element to the game. Besides just sitting and being, kind of just like, okay, end my turn. Okay, end my turn. I mean, I'm still just kind of ending my turn, but... Alright, so this is the other thing that's really neat. These stations. So they implemented this new thing in Civilization Beyond Earth. You can build trade nodes. And with the trade nodes, you can just trade in between your cities and even other cities. Like, I could trade with this guy down here, even if we're not close friends. But like these ones, like, see this one, if I trade with him, he'll give me 2 energy and 2 science to any city that establishes a trade route. And he'll go to 4 energy and 2 science if I actually do trade with him and establish a trade route with him. So that's another neat thing. They're almost like city-states, except if I were to go and attack Farbase 1, I wouldn't actually be able to conquer it and make it one of my own cities. It would just get destroyed, and I would get some science and energy from it. It's almost like a barbarian camp, honestly. It's just peaceful. With the taking over aspect of it. You can't trade with barbarians. Alright, so this is the virtue system. The virtue system is pretty much just like in Civilization 5, where you would have, what were they called? Where you'd pick almost kind of like governments. That's what this is, pretty much. You just start picking these. For right now, I went down the supremacy, the might path, and the knowledge path last time. So I'm going to do industry first this time, because might helped, but I didn't really do combat that much, so... And I think I'm going down... I think I might try to go down the harmony lane this game. But, I mean, for you guys who watch, in the comments, leave me, what you guys would like to see. Would you guys like to see purity or supremacy or harmony? Because all the units look different. So, and they all look very, very cool as well. So here's another thing that happens. So these are quest decisions that make. So since I made an old Earth relic, this quest decision comes up where I have to pick whether or not old world relics will be like solace temples, or if people will be able to go there and like learn things. So if I open them, I'll get 1 culture from every relic, but if I leave them untouched, it's free maintenance. So I'm going to do the free maintenance because, like I said, I had an energy problem last time, so having one less thing that's going to have to cost maintenance will be nice. These are the canyons I was talking about earlier. You can't go through them or anything, so. Alright, so it looks like I'm near the north of the map, because that's the, that would be like the North Pole, I guess. Although this entire planet is ice, so I could very well be wrong. Just trying to see what's all out here and everything. I'm hoping to discover some maybe ancient ruins or something of the aliens. So there we go. So now I can make a trade depot, which will allow me to start building trade nodes, which are these trade convoys. So let's research, let's research chemistry. That sounds good. Actually, no, we're gonna do engineering for the thorium reactor and then the combat rover. Give us some more defense if any alien nests pop up near us. Because the alien nests are just like barbarian nests. They just pop up anywhere. They're not really in select areas. They're just like barbarians. Alright, so I'm going to just send him on along. And go that way. So develop another virtue. So there we go. Let's see. Let's go. We'll just keep doing the industry. Now, if you noticed here on the left, there's these tiers. So the more virtues you pick in each tier, you actually get these synergies. So if I pick all industry and all might, I'll actually get like a free virtue. I'll get plus 10% production in the capital and 10% energy, and then I could get a free technology. So let me pick one. Let's do central planning. Plus 5% energy in the capital. Now I'm getting 17 energy a turn, so that's pretty good. And then central's grown. And here we go. Another person sitting down all the way over there. This is the Asian Confederation. Or the Asian Cooperative. The other thing I like about this game is that the further on you get with the technology, when you talk to people, their outfits change and the cities look completely different. Like if I went down the supremacy path, my city would look completely different, and it's very, very cool. It's neat. Oh, my turn ended already. Sometimes I don't even notice that my turn even happened. Now see, this is actually something I've never seen before. This alien sea dragon. I've never seen that unit before, but there's water units for the aliens as well. Oh! Yeah, see, that I have never seen before. An alien kraken. That looks pretty scary. I'm gonna stay away from that. So I'm obviously near an alien nest because there's all of these aliens. I'd imagine that it's like right about here or so. So I got a quest decision again. Several new ventures wish to establish their operation in our territory. They provide different services that may be useful to us. Stetton Mining provides forward production in any city that establishes trade route. Fort Barker provides 2 energy and 2 production to any city of established trade. Which venture would you approve? Let's do Stetton Mining. So now they'll actually land right there. Yeah, see, they'll land right on top of us. And there's never any reason to destroy them, because you can build fairly close to them. They don't expand their influence at all, so you can just build around them. There really is no point. They're not like city-states whose borders can expand and can just kind of get annoying. So I'm gonna see if I can get around these guys and explore down here, because it looks like the land moves a bit more. I just hope he doesn't get attacked, because he'll lose. And he's just an explorer. I'm probably pretty stupid for going down there, but... Alright, so... let us do... Could do a soldier. I don't really think I need one yet. So I'm going to do a trade convoy. We'll set up some trade. It's going to take 5 turns, but these turns are passing by really quick, so we should be alright. So here we go, yeah. He didn't get attacked, he's alright. He lived. He's alive. But it looks like the aliens are following him a bit, so he might not be alive for long. Alright, so here's another set down. This is France. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so let's go back around. Yeah, so he might have to track through some miasma, but he won't die from the miasma. It'll be the aliens that kill him. So there we go. Now we can choose another virtue. Look at that. I'm going to do that one, because that's... Well, no, not yet, because, I don't have any other cities yet. And I might not for a while. So let's do +1 energy for every basic resource. And I think if I could see that went up to 18 when I did that, and it was at 14, so I must have a lot. Okay, actually, let me shut those off real quick, because I don't really need them. I needed them in the first game I played, just for, just in case. Didn't really know the game that well, but now I know it fairly well. We'll do it to experienced player, just in case. You never know. He has been fairly useful a couple times because he, Alright, so there's actually the alien nest, like, right about where I said it was. He'll let you know if somebody's not doing anything, or... Alright, so Planetary Surveys, it's 7 now, so we'll do that one. And then maybe we'll move over to Physics. Physics or Chemistry? Either one. Probably Chemistry. I'm going to reveal petroleum on the map. Oh, there he goes, yep. He's probably dead. Yeah. So I lost my Explorer, which is unfortunate. But it was my own fault for putting him in there, but... So when that's done, I might just make another one. Oh, we got another person sitting down. Who's this? This is the African Confederation. Or Union. So let's do this to Far Base 1. Now, this is the thing I do like about the trade convoys. They are smart enough to actually avoid the miasma. You're not going to see a trade convoy go through them and then die. So let's make a repair facility, and then when that repair facility is done, I'll make a colonist. So I get a boost to making a colonist. So what's this? Dogmatic engineering. Our first shipment from Farbase 1 has arrived and has brought more than just goods. It seems a group of stowaways smuggled themselves into the cargo. They claim to be slaves and escaped from the station. They say the station is from horrible genetic experiments while designed to turn them into perfect soldiers. They beg us to help us free those who are unable to escape. Declare hostility toward Farbase 1. I don't exactly know how to do that, to be honest. I guess maybe just by attacking them, that would be kind of declaring hostility right off the bat. So we'll figure out how to do that. I have gotten a couple quests before that I did not know how to complete them. I had one that said your scientists have discovered a signal, go find it, and and then it would further the quest. I had most of the map explored, and I never saw anything. So there are some quests that lack a little. Got another landing. Yeah. Alright. Next turn. One turn till that's done. Oh, my turn's over already. There you go. I'm used to the turns taking a lot longer than this. Alright. Let's choose another research, and we said chemistry, right? And then, if I wanted to, I could actually just put that there, and that little 1 pops up, and that means that after chemistry's done, it'll research biochemistry. I don't really want to do that because it's going to take so long. I probably am going to go to genetics next. Next turn. Some of these are a little too far away to establish trade routes with, but you know. Nice to know they exist. So now we're going to make a colonist. And I'm probably going to try to settle over here-ish somewhere. Because that's tubers. I'm assuming that's food. And then it'll get Feraxite, and it'll be close enough to the water that it'll get some of that water bonus. Or I might just put it like right about there. Because then, we'll see. We'll see where the game recommends us to put them. Sometimes they recommend a little too far away from my taste, but we'll see. See how it works out. Alright. Got another one. He's a little bit closer. It's funny, this guy always seems to land right near me. Alright, I'm gonna make another one. So let's go for genetics. That'll give us. I'll be able to make some buildings that'll give us some health and some science, which is good. 6 turns for that. Fort Barco. Alright, we got another virtue. That one. So I might want to start moving on to something else. I'm leaning toward might, just because I do like having a strong military. I think it's very useful, just in case. Although prosperity sounds good for me because I do expand a lot. So actually, let's actually do one in expansion. Do 10% after city grows, and then we'll do next turn. And quest updated for your eyes only. A mysterious encrypted transmission is received from unknown origin. After some considerable effort, it has been decoded. The clear text reads: "The Culper cell requires infrastructure for covert operations. Should you choose to accept, you will be rewarded in time. Research computing." So we got a quest to research a specific technology. We'll see how far down the tech tree that is. Yeah, that's the other thing. Trade routes do not give you any vision. So there could be a nest up here. I wouldn't know. Quest decision. With this new automated repair facility, many of our technicians will find themselves lacking for work. We should make use of this suddenly available manpower. Our military force can always use a few more technicians on the assembly line. Then again, our orbital network is needed for optimization, which we should inform technicians immediately to know a report in the morning. Well, I'm not exactly making any military units yet, but if I do begin to do that, having production toward that would be good. So I'm gonna do that. I haven't used satellites too much, which is this. This is the orbital layer. So this is how far away I can launch satellites, this blue line. I don't have any yet, but alright, so I have a colony now. Let's change the production real quick. So we'll do a let's actually train some soldiers. So the colony, where does this recommend I build it? See, that's what I mean. I don't want to build that far away. And it doesn't have anywhere else closer recommended. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build it. I build it about here. Because that'll actually be near 2 different water sources. It'll expand enough. I'll be able to get coral. And I'll be able to get the resin and that Feraxite over there. So that's a good place for it to expand to. Sounds like he's going toward the Harmony. Let's choose another research. Let's do... Let's do ecology. We'll do some ecology. I just love how these colonists look. Like, it doesn't look like a settler anymore. Now it's like this gigantic, like, tank that just pops a city out. So it says, several new ventures wish to establish their operation near our territory. It says it's the same as last time. So what do they provide? Adept Blue is 2 food and 2 science. And Hikima Station is 3 food and 1 culture. I am going to go with the science. Being able to get ahead of your enemy in technology is nice. I mean, like they say, knowledge is power, so. I have another quest decision. When we came to the planet, we brought a number of plants from old Earth. Somehow, one of these plants has taken root outside of Central and turned invasive. If left unchecked, it could convert the local environment or Earth-like ecosystem. Whether or not that is a good thing must be decided. So if I ignore it, it continues toward, I get a purity or a supremacy. If I contain it, I get an outbreak. Alright, well, I'll think about that. Because this is actually going to be what puts us down the path for what I'm trying to think of what it's called, of what branch we're going to go down. Supremacy, ecology, purity, or harmony. And I mean, this also ties into the web, because if you look here, this will give you purity affinity if you research this, and this will give you supremacy, and this is purity, that's harmony affinity. So all of these things give you different affinities toward specific, what's the word I'm looking for? They give you points toward these affinities, just like how in some games like Infamous, you get karma. So I'm actually probably going to wrap the episode up here. And then you guys let me know what path I should go down. Purity, affinity, or purity, harmony, or supremacy. Now realize you can mix it up and do 2. So I mean, if you get a tie, you know, whatever, just let me know what you guys think. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be doing some more. So look out for them. Take it easy.